brings it up, takes it into Owens, and it's in for the score. Grayson Owens breaks the stalemate. He's headed away by Mountain View. The Nighthawks not done with it yet, fires it into the goal. It's gone. Oh my goodness, Ali Mugunga. And time will expire. The National Park Nighthawks will open the 2023 season with its biggest win in program history. Down goes number 13, Pearl River. Live from Hot Springs World-Class High School in beautiful Hot Springs, Arkansas, this is National Park College Nighthawk Men's Soccer on your home for the Nighthawks, the Nighthawk Network. Good evening and thank you for tuning in to this edition of National Park College Men's Soccer. I'm Mark Oliver with National Park College. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by the following sponsors. By Ouachita Children, Youth, and Family Services Prevention Programs. Also by RAD, Rise Above Alcohol and Drugs. And by CHI St. Vincent, cheering on the Nighthawks this season. If you would like to support Nighthawk Athletics this season, you can do so by visiting us online at np.edu/athletics. Tonight, National Park College remains at home on a 6-game winning streak, and they take on their rival from Harrison, Arkansas, the North Arkansas College Pioneers. National Park College undefeated on the season, 10-0-2, 4-0 at home, and 1-0 in NJCAA Region 2 play, with 5 shutouts under their belt, 33 goals scored, and just 12 goals allowed. The Nighthawks rank number 4 in the nation in shot percentage and number 10 in the country in shot on goal percentage. They're led offensively by the freshman sensation from Memphis, Tennessee, Paulo Denzacco. 10 goals on the season with 3 assists to his name, and is joined by a plethora of great sophomore talent for this Nighthawk squad. Jack Avery, Tobias Minkus, and Noah Searle, all with 3 goals apiece for the Nighthawks this year. At goalkeeper tonight, Evan Stafford with 12 saves on the season for Nighthawk Nation. They'll be taking on their rival from Harrison, like I said, North Arkansas College, dressed in their road white tops, white bottoms with red accents and red numbers and letters. The men from Harrison are 2-4-1 on the season, coming off of a tie to the University of Arkansas Cossatot. They are 0-1-1 in NJCAA Region 2 play. 7 goals scored on the season for the Pioneers, 14 allowed. They're led by number 22, Matthew Rodas, with 3 goals and 1 assist this season. Second on the team with 2 goals, number 20, Amari Jerry. Their goalkeeper tonight, number 0, Strider Sumi, with 30 saves on the season and an .857 save percentage. This matchup last year was for all the marbles as National Park College defeated North Ark in 2 games to claim the program's first NJCAA Region 2 championship. Now with Cossatot in the mix, things are a little bit different, but still, this is the game that the Nighthawks have been planning toward and working toward as they continue NJCAA Region 2 play and continue that roadmap towards its goal of not only winning the region, but also getting back to district and advancing further than last year. The mission for Coach Diego Figueroa is the same as it's been all season long. He wants to come in and he wants to lead this team to national recognition. So far, so good for the Nighthawks in Coach Figueroa's first year at the helm of NPC. Like we said, the 10-0-2 record at one point this season. National Park College also ranked number 19 in the nation, and in the latest ratings that came out, NPC not ranked but is receiving votes, and it's been multiple times this season that the National Park Nighthawks have been in that arena. 6 straight wins for the Nighthawks, looking for number 7 tonight as they take the field against their rival, North Arkansas College. I'd like to thank each of you for tuning in to the broadcast tonight. Does not matter which team you're rooting for. we'd like to hear from you. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're excited to see. We'd love to give you a shout out on the broadcast tonight. Wish you were here. Weather's perfect here in the Spa City for a big men's soccer showdown here in the Spa City. We're just about ready for the opening kick in tonight's battle as NPC takes on North Ark. Team captains for the Pioneers in today's game, number 6, Thomas Schneider, number 14, James Cubbin, and number 15, Connor Phillips, as we get this thing kicked off here. And your team captain for the National Park Nighthawks tonight, number 16, the sophomore, Patrick Chan. Just underway here in the first half of play. And, of course, if you haven't seen a Nighthawks soccer game this season, this is the squad that likes to come out of the gate strong, fast, aggressive, and try to line up the scoreboard early, set the tempo, and throw their opponent off track and allow them to try to play catch-up throughout the match. So the Nighthawks will start things off. Tobias Minkus on that back line will move things along up to the top of the field as NPC just looks to set things up. Here's Kevin Puente down on the near side. Into the middle, Patrick Chan. Nighthawks moving the ball well, trying to set something up for Jack Avery inside Pioneer territory. The window closed. Ali Muganga giving chase for NPC, trying to get the ball back. Here's Felix Rocca with the steal for the home team. Rocca on the move, turns, fires, puts a strike on its way, and reeled in by Sumi, the goalkeeper. Felix Rocca from Leipzig, Germany, your all-time leading scorer in Nighthawk men's soccer history. 11 goals in his Nighthawk career for the second-year player. And quite the leader for this team. Here's a steal by Yuri Bari for NPC. Kicked into Pioneer territory. NAC will pick it right back up and try to get it out of the shadow of its own territory here. Nighthawks pluck the ball away once again. Felix Rocca resetting the midfield. That's where Tobias Minkus stands. And NPC will try to move it around towards the top lane here at home. Minkus trades the ball down low with Kevin Puente. Puente with some room to run. Looking for a pass inside, trying to find Rocca. Couldn't get him. NPC will have it on the out of bounds. Just a little over 2 minutes off the clock. Here from Hot Springs World Class High School, Paulo Denzaco comes up with the ball on the inbound from Patrick Chan and resetting to the back line. Go the Nighthawks. We've got to push and we've got to whistle down low. And this is going to be a foul against NPC. So North Arkansas College takes over inside Nighthawk territory. Defense trying to get the ball back. They do. Rocca has his hands full, gets it away. Here's Tobias Minkus right in front of the keeper, Evan Stafford. Moves things down low with Kevin Puente. Patrick Chan, right place, right time, down on the near sideline. And just as we've seen so many times this season, NPC content with biding its time on that back line, trying to draw North Ark in, and then trying to create an advantage with a kick over the heads towards the middle of the field. Down the top of the channel we go. Here's a cut inside to Felix Rocca. Nighthawks taking their time. North Ark staying back in his zone. Now a reset to Evan Stafford. Puente has space. There's the boot downfield looking for Denzaco. Denzaco picks it up in traffic for NPC. Pushed out of play, and that ball will roll out. It will be Nighthawk ball with about 41 minutes to play here in the first half. The throw in to Omar Uribari and Kevin Puente. And the Nighthawks are going to take it all the way back for a reset once again. Deja vu for Nighthawk Nation. But make no mistake about it, NPC is in control with the time of possession here. Puente on the move. Skates one in down low, looking for Denzaco off the foot the wrong way, out of play. Great crowd on hand here at Hot Springs World Class High School tonight. They're still filling into the home side of the stands here. Nighthawks softball making a big showing tonight. Of course, we had a very big crowd Sunday evening as Dallas College Mountain View came to take on the Nighthawks, and even with men's action going to almost 11:30 p.m., the fans remained resilient, stayed in the stands for what turned out to be an epic battle between the Lions and the Nighthawks. NPC came away with a 3-0 victory. Looking for win number 7 in a row, but most importantly, looking to go 2-0 in NJCAA Region 2 play are your National Park Nighthawks. Andre Uriondo trying to get a steal for the home team. Uribari fights for possession. Raka goes down trying to poke it away. Patrick Chan comes up with it, and a foul down on the field. So North Ark will take over. 39-17 to go. Deep kick by Amari Jerry, the second leading scorer for the Pioneers this season. Nighthawks in hot pursuit trying to get the ball back, and they will. And they waste no time throwing that ball back into the field of play. Pass intended for Kevin Puente, intercepted. Nighthawks swarming to the ball on defense as Jerry gets tripped up and knocked down. A foul against NPC, and this could be a big opportunity for North Ark to strike first tonight. Evan Stafford gets ready, hugging on to the left-hand goalpost. The Nighthawks are going to have to build the wall here. It'll be number 20, Amari Jerry, with the kick for the Pioneers. 38-13 to play. The Pioneers looking to strike first tonight. Jerry stands ready. Line drive kick will be roughly about 28 yards. Each team getting its personnel in position. Still waiting for the signal to move play along. Clock was rolling. Here comes Jerry. The kick sky high over the bar, out of play. So big break for the Nighthawk defense there as the shot goes for naught. Kevin Puente, Tobias Minkus, and the Nighthawks will start to work their way up the field. Still no score. Down low is Puente. Puente on the move, finds Patrick Chan. Double teamed, moves it back. And the reset back home. Space to move up high for NPC. But that window closes back to Minkus, and despite the back and forth, despite the cat and mouse to keep away, NPC does continue to inch forward, bit by bit. And just off the left side of your screen, there's 3 Nighthawks coming in looking to make a play. How about Paulo Denzaco? Shot is up on its way. Denzaco into Pioneer territory. Loose ball, anybody's ball. Patrick Chan gives chase, can't get there in time. Nighthawks not backing down yet. Denzaco with the pressure at the line. That ball is knocked out of play, and it should be NPC's possession. It is. The inbounds finds Kevin Puente. And once again, back to that back line keep away, but much, much closer to midfield now with NPC in great field position. 35-43 remaining in the first half. Here comes Puente down the line, knocked out of play by a Pioneer. Kevin Puente had a very exciting goal for that third strike Sunday night against Dallas College Mountain View. I think it goes well over 50 yards, a laser from midfield into the net. And if you wonder how he did it, well, you're not the only one asking that. And good news, you're going to find out at halftime tonight, as Kevin Puente is your Ouachita Children, Youth, and Family Services featured player for tonight's game. We'll talk to the sophomore from Texas, learn his Nighthawk story, and talk a lot about family and what being a member of this NPC soccer program means not only to him, but to every young man and young woman that puts on that jersey here at NPC. So the whistle down on the field is going to give things back to North Ark. 34-40 to play. Throwing it in will be number 4, Easton Morgan. Morgan into the field to play. There's a header by Patrick Chan. NPC looking to turn it around, get it back. Paulo Denzaco back to Puente. Here's Minkus. And National Park continues to control the ball here in the first half. Puente with no one around him for miles. Takes the ball upfield, dishes it behind him to a ready and waiting Omar Uribari. Back to the center of the field we go. Nighthawks perfectly content with popping that one up down low, looking for Denzaco. There's a header. Denzaco trying to pick it up. There's Avery. Avery down low, right into the midst of the awaiting keeper, number 0, Strider Sumi. An excellent pass. It would have been a great assist from Denzaco to Avery for Avery's 4th goal of the season, but just could not quite get the angle he wanted. But much like we saw against Mountain View, where Avery had a goal taken off the board due to a penalty, he came roaring back later in the contest to get goal number 2 for NPC on Sunday. And I have to expect number 19 is not going to be finished there tonight. Clock stopped at 33-20. North Ark will kick it away from midfield. Here's the inbound. Denzaco giving chase for NPC, trying to get the ball back. 1-on-3, the ball's plucked away. North Ark still stays with it. Pioneers hear footsteps and need to get it away for a little bit of breathing room. Here's a launch downfield. Great header by the Nighthawks to try to put it back in play for the men in black. North Ark backing things out to Easton Morgan. Morgan, once again, the recipient here. Rocca giving chase, and now that one's poked away. Rocca able to come back, turn it the other way, fires downfield looking for Jack Avery. Overshoots, Avery stays with it, and we'll have a whistle. And perhaps a handball may be the call against NPC. Nevertheless, North Ark will take back over to quell the Nighthawk threat for now. It'll be Sumi, the goalkeeper, who kicks it way down low. Great header by Tobias Minkus to send it back the other way. Paulo Denzaco looking for a man, finds Minkus. Down low is Puente. NPC trying to maybe tire out that front line for North Ark in this one. That pass picked up by Easton Morgan. Handball is the call. Now National Park will have possession in a good spot. Puente kicks it in, finds Uribari. North Ark finds a running lane down low. Minkus giving chase, 1-on-1. Stafford's going to come out and boot that one into the stand, or almost to the stands on the sideline. NPC will control. That ball is still in play. Uribari finds Minkus in the middle. And there's a big clear downfield trying to set up Jack Avery yet again. Coming back the other way, still stays in play. Paulo Denzaco knocked down on the play, and I believe we'll have a free kick coming for NPC. Clock currently stopped at 31:07. So it'll be Felix Rocca kicking from the far line. Nighthawks getting in position with Uriando Minkus, El Waziki, Jack Avery, and Patrick Chan all huddled together in the middle. Denzako in the front. Here comes the kick on its way. Looking for a header, and it is in for the score! Off the head of Tobias Minkus, NPC will strike first. A perfectly placed kick. Minkus was there, putting his size to the test. And National Park College takes the 1-0 lead over North Ark here at home. While we reset, want to say hello to Jeff Adams, watching from Utah, cheering on the Nighthawks. So glad to have you tonight, Jeff. Thanks for tuning in. North Ark will kick it off. And here come the Pioneers. Now with their backs against the wall, facing a little bit of pressure here. Picked up by Noah Searle as NPC tries to keep its foot on the gas. Many new faces entering the field for the Nighthawks. Noah Searle, Irvin Martinez, just to name a couple. And back with the reset to Tobias Minkus we go. 4 goals on the season for Minkus. Now Minkus, given room to run, takes the room to run. To the middle of the field is Martinez. Here's Patrick Chan. Nighthawks biding their time, holding on to the lead, 28-29 to go. Trying to line one out to the middle of the field, it's Ali Muganga who picks it up on the top lane. Muganga running down to the corner, loses the ball, and a sliding stop made by NAC, pokes it out of play. National Park will have it back. Into the field of play. Here's a header. Bounces it back toward the top line. So a brief stoppage in play as the official comes over to talk things over with head coach Diego Figueroa for the Nighthawks. Something that he didn't like out of NPC during the match. And we'll resume play. North Ark ball with 27 minutes to go. Into the middle of the field. That one lined out near the top. Kicked in. Here comes NPC in heavy pursuit. Gets it back to Evan Stafford, who clears it halfway down the field. Rocca trying to pick it up, turn it around, couldn't get there. Irvin Martinez is there to save the day. Here comes Patrick Chan on the low end. Chan and Puente trade the rock. Irvin Martinez and Puente. North Ark backing off. No one within about 15 yards of the Nighthawks defensively. So NPC creeps ahead. Now on the top of the line, looking for a play. There's Denzako, needs help. Feeds it to a Nighthawk at the top of the line. North Ark steals it back. Back and forth we go here in the first half with the Nighthawks up 1. Puente turns, fires down low, looking for Noah Searle on the run, stops the ball in play. That ball is still active. Searle turns, fires, and it's knocked away by a Pioneer. But the threat is not over yet. Nighthawks stay with it. Back to Puente, who mans the back line for NPC. Finding Patrick Chan down low. Nighthawks threatening. Puente moves to the middle. Irvin Martinez. Martinez front and center. Finding Noah Searle. Chan turns, fires, Rocca, and there's the kick! It's in for the goal! Andre Oriondo comes in the clutch. Nighthawks take a 2-0 lead. And it looks like that goal is going to be taken off the board on an offsides call against NPC. That's a tough break for the Nighthawks there. 24:48 to go. Sumi to kick it away for the Pioneers. Halfway down the field, that's where the Nighthawks recover it. All the way back to Evan Stafford, back home. Here's Puente. Feeds to Searle. Back to Puente. NPC executing its offensive game plan just as it's been drawn up tonight. Martinez making the most of the space that he's been given. Nighthawks continue to creep closer into Pioneer territory. It appears that North Ark would rather clog its own side of the field and make the Nighthawks have to work for it where it matters the most. We have seen long goals from the Nighthawks this season. Here's Martinez working the center of the field, up high to Ali Muganga. Now working back down low to Martinez. Inside, Searle. Here come the Nighthawks. Patrick Chan in the middle. That ball gets away. Here comes North Ark coming the other way. Puente sliding stop, trying to halt the progression of the ball here. And this ball is still in play. No whistle after that tackle. Martinez going to try to slow things down for the Nighthawks and regain control. Coming up on about 23 minutes to go here in the first half. Puente and Martinez trading back and forth. North Ark staying back. Here's a deep kick into the center of the field, and that one is right into the hands of Sumi, the keeper. Ali Muganga was out looking for his third goal of the season. Big boom downfield. Nighthawks are there, ready to go. Back to Kevin Puente. Puente and Martinez. Down low is Patrick Chan. Time is on the Nighthawks side. And by changing the field north to south, it's also causing the back line to move in that same direction and trying to allow one of its strikers to come in and get a goal. Between the likes of Muganga, Searle, Rocca, and Denzako, NPC likes its chances if it can squeeze the ball in deep in Pioneer territory. Martinez loses one off his foot. Nighthawks struggling to get it back. Here come the Pioneers. They waited patiently, biding their time. And we've got a foul down on the field. It's going to be against Puente. So a couple of substitutions getting ready for North Arkansas College. Ryan Cassinley and number 19, Fisher Self, stand on the sidelines ready to check in. Big boom downfield, off the head and out of bounds. North Ark will have it inside Nighthawk territory. 20:35 to go in the first half here from Hot Springs World Class High School. And NPC will ready a substitution here as well. Daniel David gets set to check in for the men in black. Felix Rocca will take a seat for the Nighthawks after a hard-fought 25 minutes. David is in, Rocca is out. For the Pioneers, Fisher Self and Ryan Cassinley enter the fray. 20 minutes remains in the first half with the Nighthawks leading. North Ark pressuring, that one kicked away. Nighthawks looking for a little bit of a bigger clear than that. There's a header in towards Tobias Minkus. Sliding stop made by Evan Stafford. He falls on top of the ball. And between the likes of Evan Stafford and Tobias Minkus, that's two very tall young men to try to squeeze a ball through. Back to business for the Nighthawks. Puente upfield looks for Muganga. NPC leading on the lone goal by Tobias Minkus earlier in the first half, his fourth of the year. As that one's poked into the field of play, it's Andre Uriondo passing it up high to the Nighthawks. 1-on-2. Looking to beat the pressure is Henry Gomez at the top. Throw in by Gomez. Here's Irvin Martinez. Into the middle, Dan David. Trying to set up Noah Searle with a pass, couldn't quite get there. Launched on and just right of the goal. NPC feeling it on offense tonight. Another shot on goal. Just missing its mark. And it keeps this game at 1-0. Shout-outs to Nighthawk Athletics photographer Aaron Brewer, catching the best moments of not only this match, but every home sporting event at National Park College this season. Look for the photos from tonight's match later on tomorrow on our social media channels, Nighthawk Athletics on Facebook, Instagram, and X. 17:42 to go. Nighthawks up 1. Don't forget, coming up during the halftime show tonight, we'll talk to Kevin Puente, the sophomore center back. Great interview with Kevin. On the inbounds, NPC with an opportunity here. Paulo Denzaco feeding Ali Muganga up high, quickly into Pioneer territory. And now resetting things a little bit. Muganga and Martinez and Gomez trading the ball at the top lane. Down low, it's Kevin Puente and Patrick Chan. Into the middle of the field is Uriondo. That one's intercepted, taken away by Amari Jerry for North Ark. Handball is the call, and NPC is going to get it right back. So the Nighthawks are going to set up the shot, and it looks like Kevin Puente is going to get the opportunity. .33 yards out from the goal line. Puente stands ready. Kick on its way. Has the distance. Searle couldn't make the connection. And this one's out of play. Still probably looked really good from Aaron Brewer's perspective. 15:43 to go here in the first half of action. Into the field of play, midfield. Nighthawks struggling to get it back here at home. Dan David turns it around near midfield, locked up from behind, looking for help. Finds Uriando. Now it's a foot race, trying to find Ali Muganga up high. There's the connection. Muganga wrestled down, gets back up, can't get back to the ball in time. Now a whistle will blow. The officials are pointing in two different directions here. Hang on. It will be North Ark ball. 15 minutes to go here in the first half. NPC looking to take down North Ark here in NJCAA Region 2 play. The first of 3 Region 2 battles remaining on the season for these Nighthawks. 1-0 so far after defeating University of Arkansas Cossatot down in Ashdown back in September. NPC will get the Colts on sophomore night, Sunday, September 22nd, right here at Hot Springs High. Those project to be very big matches, not only for the men, but also for the Nighthawk women. NPC will have it. And they're going to kick from, they're trying to kick from the spot of the foul, it appears. The referee was not happy with where the ball was being kicked by Puente. Asked NPC to move it farther back. Here's Puente, and North Ark continues to give him space tonight. As he creeps up toward midfield. Gomez across the halfway point. Puente down low finds Patrick Chan. And here's a pass taken away. Kicked downfield by Fisher Self for the Pioneers. Now it's a foot race. Minkus gives chase. Down toward the corner. Stafford makes the save easily. And he'll roll it back into the field of play to Irvin Martinez. Under 13 minutes to go here at home. Martinez fires down the middle of the field. Paulo Denzaco picks it up, looking for a pass. There's a strike from Chan off the head of a Pioneer, and NPC will keep it. Right place at the right time for a body block from North Ark. I'd like to say hello to Shelby Lejeune tuning into the broadcast tonight from Louisiana, cheering on the Nighthawks. Once a Nighthawk, always a Nighthawk. Hello, Shelby. Hope all is well. Nighthawk softball, of course, is here in full force tonight. Cheering on the men's soccer team in a big Region 2 battle. Big things for softball this season. Fall seasons went very well for Coach Autumn Wyatt's women. Can't wait to see them make a go at it when the season begins in the spring. Of course, Nighthawk baseball will be home tomorrow. Carl Albert State starts off at 1 o'clock tomorrow, Majestic Park. Here's Patrick Chan into Pioneer territory. Middle has Uriando. Up high looking for Muganga. Muganga near the corner, a little bit too hard as he tried to work his way inside. And that'll bring us down just past the 11-minute mark, remaining in the first half. Paulo Denzako having a little bit of fun with the Pioneer keeper, Strider Sumi. And handing him a ball to kick off, or I should say kicking him a ball to kick off. Decided to see if he could launch one into the goal. Sumi ended up saving it. Nighthawks come up with it, heading the other way. Picked back up by the Pioneers. Back and forth we go, trading the rock at midfield. Denzako has it. Here's Patrick Chan, moved all the way back to Evan Stafford. North Ark takes it away into Nighthawk territory. 1-on-3, big steal by Martinez. And now the Nighthawks have an advantage here. Noah Searle sprints downfield, heavily pursued into Pioneer territory. Finds the pass to Paulo Denzako. Denzako working, trying to set up Oriondo. Oriondo receives, and we've got a flag. Tough blow for NPC there within striking distance. And that ball sails all the way back to the keeper. We'll reset from ground zero. Chan to Minkus. And up high is Saad El-Waziki. Nighthawks continue to tick time off the clock, holding on to that 1-0 advantage on the Tobias Minkus header for a goal. Great footwork as Searle finds Denzako. 1-on-1, Denzako will just barely knock it out of play. Ball crosses the line. That means it's North Ark's possession. Less than 9 minutes to go in the first half. Into the center of the field. Great header by Martinez. Nighthawks trying to pick that ball back up. Upfield giving chase Amari Jerry for the Pioneers. Jerry with room to run. Heads past midfield into Nighthawk territory. Good touches, but resetting back to the middle of the field. It's only Nighthawks there ready to receive. Paulo Denzako moves it to the inside. Oriondo on the run. Muganga up top. And as the wall begins to close in, Muganga has his hands full. This is going to be a foul on Ali Muganga. A North Ark player slow to get up. 7:53 to go. Pioneers will have the ball. They'll kick it back to Sumi, back home. Line drive kick toward the middle of the field. Oriondo there with the pressure for NPC. Nighthawks have three men trying to poke it away, and they do. Denzako comes away with the loose ball. A couple of guys wide open looking for a pass. Couldn't get there. Martinez threads the needle looking for Noah Searle. Searle turns in traffic. Deflected by the keeper and booted away by North Ark. A big stop by the Pioneers. Noah Searle's dad is in attendance tonight here at Hot Springs World Class High School. Was here on Sunday as well, making the trip from New Zealand to see his son. Says he leaves back out tomorrow on a plane, but wanted to catch one more home game while he was still here in the States. Loved getting a chance to talk with Dad, talk about soccer, and a bright future ahead for Noah Searle. 6:30 to go in the first half. Nighthawks have it. And fully in control of the tempo here. It's Tobias Minkus floating one up, looking down low for Kevin Quevedo. It's out of play. Checking back in for the Nighthawks will be Irvin Martinez. Andre Oriondo will take a seat. Patrick Chan with the throw-in for the home team. He finds Omar Uribari. And the Nighthawks will bring it all the way back to Stafford. 5:38 to go. Here's the pass downfield to Searle. Searle back to the back. Patrick Chan and Tobias Minkus. North Ark starting to close in on the gap. Minkus taking advantage of the great positioning. Fires to Denzako down low, out of bounds. Nighthawks not quite able to draw it up as they want with Denzako. You got to tip your hat to the North Ark defense. They've got their eye on 22 tonight. One-on-one battle. Kevin Quevedo takes it away. Kicked out of bounds by the Pioneers. Fancy footwork out of 13 for the Nighthawks, though. Quevedo coming in. Offering fresh legs off the bench for the Nighthawks. NPC looking to add a second goal before the end of the first half. 4:10 to play. Down low is Patrick Chan. Chan to Minkus. No one there on the pass from Tobias Minkus. It'll be turned over to the Pioneers. More subs coming in. First for North Ark, number 11, Elvin Montoya. And for NPC, it'll be number 3, Tim Heck. Here's the throw-in. Nighthawks come up with the ball after a brief scrum near that lower mid side of the field. Quevedo and the Nighthawks advancing into enemy territory. Up top, looking to feed it into Magonga. Long kick, no good, over the crossbar. Here's Henry Gomez on the attempt for the Nighthawks. Less than 3 minutes remains. Picked up by the Nighthawks. Zach Abdi, Kevin Quevedo in the middle. Quevedo 1-on-2, needs a little bit of help, finds Gomez up high. No one on Tim Heck, so they pass to Tim Heck. The North Ark player goes down on the opposite end of the field. This one's kicked away. 1:50 to go. And we'll have a stoppage of the clock here. 1:46 to play and a official timeout, an injury timeout. Back in a moment here on the Nighthawk Network. Nighthawks lead 1-0.
Hi, my name is Kazaya, and volleyball is why I rise above alcohol and drugs.
I rarely get sick, and my primary care provider makes sure I stay that way.
They're the first person I talk to if I have any questions about infections, medications, or any other health concerns.
Now I have the help I need to stay on top of my health game.
There are many reasons to have a primary care provider. But if you're not getting regular checkups, you're not getting a complete picture of your overall health. Start a primary care relationship for long-term health benefits.
There's a place for you at National Park College. NPC understands that one size doesn't.
Back in action here at Hot Springs World Class High School. I'm Mark Oliver with National Park College. In the comments section, we heard some potential issues with the audio on the live stream tonight. Hopefully that is resolved. We apologize for any technical difficulties we may have had in the first half. But if you can hear us in the comments section, let us know that you can hear us just to make sure. Otherwise, we'll do a restart at halftime just to make sure that you've got the full experience tonight. Here in the first half, late in the battle, 1:36 to go, and the Nighthawks leading 1-0. We'll have a corner kick coming up for North Arkansas College to try to even things up. Evan Stafford stands smack dab in the center of the goal for NPC. Corner kick on its way, a little bit too far. And it sails out the other side. Tim Heck out to retrieve the ball. Want to say hello to Giovanni Martinez watching on the broadcast, cheering on Irvin Martinez in your National Park Nighthawks tonight. It's been a good one so far here in Hot Springs. Less than a minute to go, 45 seconds to be exact. Evan Stafford and the Nighthawks, they've been playing keep away, playing small ball all night long, and it's worked for them well. It's not the typical game plan for this National Park Nighthawk squad, to be fair, but just showing that they can adjust based on their opponent as needed. And for Coach Diego Figueroa, this was the game plan he wanted to execute tonight. Gomez has his hands full up high with a couple of Pioneers. Nighthawks trying to squeak away with that ball. They do. Martinez works it down to the field. Here's Denzako. This one's going to be offsides. And no opportunity for Denzako as the freshman chases his 11th goal of the season. That'll be at the end of the first half of action here from Hot Springs World Class High School. 45 minutes in the books, and the Nighthawks lead it 1-0 on a header goal by Tobias Minkus. We'll have the second half of action coming up for you shortly, but first, our Ouachita Children, Youth, and Family Services Featured Player of the Week interview with sophomore Kevin Puente coming up next. This is National Park College Nighthawk Men's Soccer on the Nighthawk Network.
I rarely get sick, and my primary care provider makes sure I stay that way.
They're the first person I talk to if I have any questions about infections, medications, or any other health concerns.
Now I have the help I need to stay on top of my health game.
There are many reasons to have a primary care provider. But if you're not getting regular checkups, you're not getting a complete picture of your overall health. Start a primary care relationship for long-term health benefits.
There's a place for you at National Park College. NPC understands that one size doesn't fit all, and everyone deserves an opportunity to find their place. Flexible class options, in-person and online, help you set the schedule you need at about half the cost of the average Arkansas university. National Park College offers a supportive college experience, close to home at about half the cost. Schedule a tour or apply today. Learn more at np.edu.
For me, wellness kind of means like being active, trying to get like healthy and stuff, interacting with everybody, and not just like staying to yourself in like one building.
So these are two things I learned today. There's 8 dimensions of wellness, and that vaping could put metal in your lungs.
I would say the social health aspect, because within the vaping world, we kind of see a lot of social peer pressure.
Wellness is multifaceted for me, but the Entertainment Foundation focuses on the social emotional.
My name is Zach Eiling. I'm a nurse practitioner with Healthy Connections.
Hi, my name is Sierra Whitby, and I work for the Arkansas Tobacco Education Initiative and the American Lung Association as a health promotion specialist.
Audrey Finland, president and founder of the Entertainment Foundation.
My name is Stacia England. I'm with SOZA Recovery Center.
My name is Tori Lemons, and I work for OCYFS, and I'm the case manager down there. I've been there for 4 years. With this being Region 8's first annual community wellness event, it's amazing to see the community partners that have shown up, from law enforcement to healthcare to videography to therapy to a wonderful musician. It's the reason the importance of that matters is that all the youth that have shown up today get to see adults in action who actually care. They get to see the lived experience of people that are in the community just like them, who have been through traumas and are trying to give back to their community, but are also here to support. Here in Hot Springs Village and Region 8 as a whole, the preventionists have put together something that the youth can look forward to annually. It gives them something to aspire, something to be bigger than themselves, but also, more importantly, it gives them hope. It gives them a reason to keep going and to understand that there are people in the community who do care and are trying to make their world a better place.
Prevention to me means staying away from what you gotta stay away from. Look, if you wanna go places in life, stay away from drugs, stay away from alcohol, stay away from those vices, just that it's gonna get you off your path. And no one's perfect and everyone makes mistakes, but as long as you actively stay conscious of what you're trying to attain, those goals, you'll go far in life.
I think that prevention can mean protecting your family and like getting them away from the life that they can go down, and you can protect them and get them on the right track.
Prevention means preventing a problem before it becomes an issue.
Prevention would happen first, so they wouldn't even have to come to treatment. If something happens, they can always come to us, and we like to educate the community on ways that they can prevent drug and alcohol problems before they even have to come to treatment.
So what prevention means to me is trying to get everybody away from drugs, trying to keep people away from drugs as much as we can.
Prevention to me means keeping my community safe and making sure everyone is staying healthy and out of anything bad.
Preventing drug abuse, alcohol abuse, staying away from all those and helping other people stay away from those. That would be prevention.
Prevention to me is keeping something from happening.
Growing up, my mother was a really heavy smoker, and I remember always begging her to quit. She never did. And she's had a lot of health complications coming from that, even having heart surgeries, and so I'm really wanting to focus in on the new people in the world and just make sure that they know that tobacco use is bad.
2 ways I stay away from alcohol and drugs: I play basketball and also tell the kids about how it's bad for you.
I would have to say my son. Just knowing that he's growing and he needs me always keeps me straightforward. Anytime I even think about doing something I shouldn't do, I always think about my son, and that just keeps me on a positive note.
National Park College Nighthawk men's soccer is on the Nighthawk Network, your official home for Nighthawk athletics this season. Our Ouachita Children, Youth and Family Services featured player of the week, Mr. Kevin Puente. Kevin, welcome back to National Park College. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you, Mark. I'm Kevin Puente. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. I played high school at Fossil Ridge High School. You know, I have a lot of friends there. Coach Tello reached out to me and he got me to come over here. I had no opportunity. He just gave me a door and just went with it and took it.
And what a great year it was. Coming in last year as a freshman, this is a team that made history here at National Park College. You won the first Region II championship in school history for this program, went to the district level, and almost continued to advance to the next level. What was it that inspired you to come back after the success from last year?
What inspired me to come back was like the grit that this team has. We are a lot of kids who like travel from far away from home, come out here, leave our families back home, and we really grind it out, and really we have goals for each other that we want to get somewhere for.
You know, I'm glad that you've mentioned that because a lot of you guys come from different states, such as yourself. Some of you guys come from all across the planet. You spend a lot of time together, of course, sometimes on holidays, not everybody's able to go home back to their families and things, and you guys have your own family gatherings over in Dogwood Hall. What's that been like? You know, off the field, the chemistry, the brotherhood that this team has created. What has it really been like to be a member of this team and really meet these players and build the relationships you have over the past couple of years?
I think it's been great. Coming in, I was a little timid. I'm not a very extrovert person myself, but this team really made me feel like home. They took me in, and we're taking in the freshman guys this year. We're letting them know that this is a family. It's not just a soccer team where you can come and play soccer. We're here to give each other shoulders and like know each other. We're going to go through hard times.
Well, let's talk about this season. And of course, if you've been living under a rock, you guys are still undefeated at this point in the season. What a remarkable start to the season. And I say start, we're already nearing the finish line at this point. And the way that you've really stepped up as a leader, you said you're not a very vocal leader. Well, you certainly lead by example out on the field because this team defensively is so much fun to watch. And of course, you man the back lines with Tobias Minkus and of course, Evan Stafford, the goalkeeper back there. And very little gets past you guys back there. What has it been like defensively this season to really step up and really just give opponents fits as they try to score against you guys?
I think we've been working on a lot was getting to know each other, getting to know how we play, where our weaknesses are, and then just like elevating our play there. For example, Toby's a big lanky guy, but sometimes some things can get through, and then we contradict each other when we go, and Evan comes by and saves us sometimes too.
And of course, it's not all about defense either. And let's go back to Sunday. You guys are playing in the late one against Dallas College Mountain View. Kevin, I think that was the longest goal I've ever seen the Nighthawks score in program history. It's something like 45 to 48 yards out. You just strike a laser halfway down the field and it goes in. Calculated, right? That was designed, right?
Yeah.
How did that make you feel going in? Of course, that was the third goal, you know, certainly putting icing on the cake for what looked to be a big win for this team after a defensive struggle in the first half.
It felt nice, especially after 80 minutes of just grit and just going at it against the other team where it's just us against them and then nothing's really moving for us, and then we get that first goal and we just keep going, and as soon as that momentum hits and I score that goal, it's just like the icing on the cake and that relief that, oof, we did it.
You're right. Momentum seems like, boy, as soon as you just get one in, you may fire multiple times on the goal and get blocked and get saved, but as soon as that one goes in, it feels like it's just all downhill from there, and it's just pedal to the metal the rest of the way. Let's talk about North Arkansas College. So, of course, great wins all season long, still undefeated at this point. This is another game that matters. It's NJCAA Region 2 play. And, of course, this matchup last year was for all the marbles. And what do you guys know about the Pioneers, and what's the game plan back at home tonight in order to get the job done and stay undefeated, most importantly, in conference play?
Well, we don't know too much about them, but what we do know is they're a team that's out here hungry and ready to get another win. You know, they haven't been successful all season, so they're coming at us with everything they have.
And that's probably been the theme for a lot of teams this season. They've got you guys circled. You know, you had a national ranking at one point this year. You're still receiving votes, and we're waiting to get back in that top 20 NJCAA. We're still out here. We're still winning games. Just letting you know, 6 in a row. 6 in a row.
6 in a row.
We're trying to make it number 7 tonight against North Ark. And Kevin, we have really enjoyed the way that you've come in and led this team and grown as an individual, let's talk about goals. What are some of the things that you're hoping to work on individually, and what is Coach Diego Figueroa preaching for this team at this point in the season?
Well, first and foremost, he wants us to get academically good, you know. He wants us all to have a good academic scholarship so we can go somewhere else and play. I think that's a really big goal of mine as well, just get my grades up so I can go somewhere that I want to and continue my athletic career. Coach Diego really came in and he not only elevated us on the field but off the field as well. He told us that if you're not doing good in school, then there's no point of you being on the soccer team.
What a leader coming in. Of course, we talk about all the success of this team. That was with changing coaches coming into this year, and what a job Coach Diego Figueroa has done for you guys, and I think you guys probably all share that same sentiment as well. Kevin, thank you for walking back into the doors this season and all the great things that you've helped this team accomplish. Is there anybody that you'd like to say hello to who may be watching?
I'd like to shout out my girlfriend. I'd like to shout out my mom and my dad as well, my brothers and sisters that are watching me back home as well, and then my friends back home who not only they want to come here next year, which I'm supporting them as well. So.
Future's bright for National Park College Nighthawk men's soccer. Special thank you to our sponsor for today's video, Ouachita Children, Youth, and Family Services. You can follow the team online on Facebook, Instagram, and X. For Kevin Puente, I'm Mark Oliver. This is Nighthawk men's soccer on the Nighthawk Network. And we're back for the start of the second half here at Hot Springs World Class High School. I'm Mark Oliver with National Park College. What a great interview with Kevin Puente. And really, the interview series this entire season has just been phenomenal with these young men. You know, I had an opportunity to talk to Noah Searle's dad before the game began down in the stands. And, you know, this group this year, this men's soccer team is so focused, disciplined, bought in. They're excelling on the soccer field, yes. They're also excelling in the classroom. They're well behaved in the dorms, around campus. They're respectful. They're opening doors for other students and faculty and staff on campus. This is a team that all has the same mindset, that all have the same goal. This is a team that wants to go further than they did a year ago, and they're well on their way to achieving that goal this season. And I've talked about it in these interviews, you know, bringing in a brand new head coach in Diego Figueroa. You know, most people wouldn't expect the level of success that this team has found in its first year. And coming in and not losing a contest through 12 games is quite a remarkable feat. And you got to tip your hat not only to Coach Diego, but Coach Pedro as well. And these young men who have just really bought in and they stand as leaders. And just like Kevin said in the interview, this was a family. This was a community, a school that made him feel at home. That's why he came here. And now as a sophomore leader, he's taken these freshmen under his wing and just like the rest of his sophomore teammates, and they've made them feel welcome and feel at home. And, well, you can show by the way that they perform on the field as well. One big family here at National Park College. As we get set for the second half, 45 minutes on the clock, and NPC will start with the ball. It'll be Jack Avery kicking things off for NPC. Got on the board midway through the first half on a strike from Tobias Minkus, his fourth of the year. And we'll start things off. Back line consisting of Kevin Puente up high, Minkus in the middle, Patrick Chan down low. Irvin Martinez in the midfield with Felix Rocca, Paulo Denzaco, Tim Heck. Also on the field for the Nighthawks here, Marius Christensen getting the start in the second half of action. NPC giving chase already. Down into the corner early, trying to get an aggressive start and get on the board here. Rocca, 1-on-2, stays with it. And a whistle, a foul will be charged against North Ark here. And now the Nighthawks with an excellent opportunity to try to light up the scoreboard here. The keeper for North Ark, Strider Sumi, hugs the left goalpost. Jack Avery has the ball lined up next to Felix Rocca. Rocca for the kick. Rocca's kick is on its way off the crossbar. And North Ark will have it here. 43-22 to go. But the Nighthawks march down the field right out of the gate here in the second half. And continue to push. Ball is launched to the middle of the field. Return to sender on another header from Tobias Minkus. North Ark will have it. Throwing the ball into play. Loose ball. Minkus kicks it down into Nighthawk territory. Patrick Chan picks it up, gives chase, knocked down, and that ball will sail across the line out of bounds. And North Arkansas College will have it deep in Nighthawk territory. It'll be Jacob Rodriguez, number 17, throwing it in for the Pioneers and misses his intended target. Christensen unable to pick it up. North Ark launches it wide left of the goal. That ball sails all the way to the back of the track and field complex here at Hot Springs World Class High School. It's quite a hike. Whenever you've got to go get that ball, it usually takes about 30 seconds off the clock. Round trip. Perhaps that comes into play later on in this contest if this remains a close game. Abdi lines that one down the field looking for Jack Avery. Offsides is the call against National Park. So out to retrieve the ball is North Ark, just like I mentioned a moment ago. Sometimes it's a long run. 41-27 to go. North Ark ready to get the ball back in play. It looks like a free kick will be the play here, and that one is booted way downfield. Looking for a man. There's a near miss. Nighthawks have it. Minkus with the header. Paulo Denzako knocked down on the play. Foul against NAC. Kevin Puente. Top channel with Zach Abdi. Martinez with a little bit of room to run. Back to Puente. Leader of the back line in the middle, Tobias Minkus. Chan floats one into Pioneer territory, finds Paulo Denzako. Denzako trying to find a man in the middle, no one there. Nighthawks trying to keep it going in a forward direction here. Tobias Minkus tripped up on the play, no flag, no whistle. North Ark will have it. We've played 5 minutes here in the second half. Patrick Chan bloops it back to the middle of the field. Nice play. And Tim Heck grabs it coming the other way. Here comes NPC. It's a foot race. And that one is a sliding stop out of play by North Ark to stop the sprint from the home team. Nighthawks will throw it in. They'll elect to take it from midfield. Kevin Puente and Zach Abdi trade the rock. Passed in on the inside, Felix Rocca can't hang on. Nighthawks stay true on defense. Patrick Chan able to get it back. Here's a steal by the Pioneers. Plucked away by Tobias Malone for North Ark. There's a foul whistled on the field against National Park. On the kick will be number 20, Amari Jerry. Jerry with 2 goals this season, second on the team for the Pioneers. 2 of the team's 7 goals this season. Just under 39 minutes to go. Jerry floats one up, knocked away by the Nighthawks and Puente. This ball is still in play. Bicycle coming the other way from Rocca. Nighthawks in heavy pursuit here. Denzako launches it into Pioneer territory. Down at the near line, a clear downfield from the Pioneers. Minkus gives chase. He'll throw it back into the field to play. Here's Evan Stafford. Middle of the field is Tim Heck. Loses the ball. Coming back the other way, Marius Christensen in pursuit for the Nighthawks. Trying to bring it back the other way. No whistle. Collision on the field. Here comes NPC. Zachariah Abdi, top of the lane. Has his hands full. Resetting back to Puente and Martinez. Wide open spaces for Patrick Chan down low. See if the Nighthawks pick him up here. Denzako. Moving the ball up north. North Ark continuing to play a little bit soft with its spacing, allowing the Nighthawks to move things forward here. Martinez feeds it high. Puente deep into Pioneer territory. Puente on the run. Puente turns looking for the corner. It's a foot race. Nighthawks on the move, and there's a tackle out of bounds. That last touch by a Pioneer. Looks like NPC is going to head back on defense here. Great crowd here in the stands at Hot Springs World Class High School. And, of course, we see you guys out there on the live stream as well. It doesn't matter which team you're rooting for tonight. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're excited to see. We'd love to give you a shout-out. Thank you for spending your Wednesday evening with us tonight. Strider Sumi has the ball. Ready to go from the box. And a big boot downfield. Missing an intended target. National Park will bring it back to its keeper, Evan Stafford. Abdi turns on the Jets up high. Down towards the middle. Here's Avery to Denzako. Patrick Chan, right place, right time for NPC. Trying to float it to the middle. There's a big header to block it from the Pioneers. NPC stays on its feet. Zach Abdi making a man miss. Needs a little bit of help. Ball's taken away. Christensen brings it back for the Nighthawks. Foul on the field against NPC. It's been a physical ball game. National Park College staying in front with 1 goal, but North Ark coming ready to battle tonight. Deep kick down the field. Puente with the rejection. A good header from Felix Rocca as well. Jack Avery comes up with the ball. Now Denzako to the middle of the field. Foul against the Pioneers. It's against number 20, Amari Jerry. It appears that we've got a change at goalkeeper for North Ark as well. This will be Freddie Juarez in front of the net for the Pioneers. Juarez has 27 saves this season and a .771 percentage. Not too different from Strider Sumi statistically. Both of them near even in the books this season. But North Ark wanting to maintain fresh legs in case of a Nighthawk attack here in this final 45-minute period. 33-49 to go here in the second half. There's the throw in off the head of a Pioneer. Christensen keeps it in play. Each team struggling for the possession. Here come the Pioneers. Pioneers work their way quickly down the middle of the field. It's a foot race. Feeds that to the middle of the field with Amari Jerry. Poked away, and we've got a stoppage in play here. I believe we have a yellow card issued. We do. It's against Jerry for the Pioneers. We also have a yellow card against NPC. Marius Christensen picks it up. So we're trying to get an explanation from the official down the field. The yellow card is issued due to the number of reckless fouls accumulated by NPC inside the match. And while the officials get their books fixed up here, clock stopped in the second half with 33-26 to go. Nighthawks readying a couple of substitutions here. We'll see Edwin Arredondo coming in, as well as Andre Uriando. So back into the field of play we go. We'll resume action here. North Ark player being helped off the field. We wish that young man a speedy recovery back to the pitch tonight. Been a hard-fought ball game. 33-26 to go. Still a 1-0 contest. NPC going ahead in the first half on a goal by Tobias Minkus. Minkus, the number 3 all-time leading scorer for National Park College in men's soccer history. And just ahead of him are teammates Paulo Denzacco in the 2 spot, Felix Rocca atop the leaderboard. Three great young men and 3 great representatives for this program. So we'll resume play. Nighthawk ball. 33-26 to go. Minkus stands ready to kick it away. The official has returned to the field after cleaning everything up with the yellow cards. And we're back in action. Minkus and Arredondo trade things off to start. Tim Heck working on the back line as well for the Nighthawks. Deep kick downfield, nowhere to go. Throwing it in will be Jacob Rodriguez for the Pioneers. Rodriguez heaves it into the field to play. Heck with the rejection. Uriando picks it up. Coming the other way, has his hands full, needs help. Uriando cuts up field, loses the ball. Abdi pokes it away. Nighthawks are going to hang on to it. Down low, looking for Zach Abdi. Abdi, one-on-one, fancy footwork, turns, fires up the field. Picked up by Rocca, turns, and there's a whistle. It's offsides against the Nighthawks. Rocca's kick was going to just miss the goalpost to the outside edge. But you got to love the way the Nighthawks moved the ball down the field there. 33-25 to go. It's a big break for the Pioneers defensively. As Freddie Juarez booms that one downfield. Pioneers still feel like they are very much in this game. Rocket to the middle with Arredondo. Kevin Puente. And Patrick Chan. So the Nighthawks will go to the opposite side of the field. Rocca goes down with a collision downfield. 2 players slow to get up. And a late whistle will be a foul against Rocca. Slow to get up is number 8, Tobias Malone for the Pioneers. So a free kick coming for the Pioneers here. It'll be Amari Jerry to launch it away. Deep kick down the center of the field. Turned away by NPC. Pioneers pick it back up. Here's an opportunity. Scooted in toward the goal line and fired well away out of play. Matthew Rodas, the leading scorer for the Pioneers this season, couldn't quite get the angle he wanted. Jose Arredondo's on the broadcast, and of course he's cheering on Edwin and the Nighthawks, and happy to see Edwin back out there as well. Jose, thank you for tuning in tonight. Gertrude Heck is watching from Frankfurt, Germany tonight, cheering on the Nighthawks, and Tim, of course. Pernille on the broadcast watching from Denmark this evening, excited to cheer on Marius Christensen and NPC. Thank you so much for joining us today. Hope all is well. We've got a good one on our hands tonight. Nighthawks looking for a big NJCAA Region 2 win. In the driver's seat, 1-0. Zach Abdi at midfield in the bottom lane. Finding Tim Heck. Heck with a spin move. Fancy footwork for the Nighthawks. Last touched by NPC. Nick Todd on the broadcast watching Thomas Snyder for the North Ark Pioneers. Nick's watching all the way from North Carolina this evening. Thank you for tuning in. National Park ball. Booted back to the keeper, Evan Stafford. Just under 30 minutes remaining. And the Nighthawks go back to playing keep away. Puente has wide open spaces, fires a laser downfield. And it's picked right back up by North Arkansas College. Each team trading possessions near the middle of the field here. Nighthawks missing some big pass opportunities. Kicked in down low, it's Dan David. Daniel David feeds it to Abdi down low. 1-on-2 needs help. Abdi leaps past a defender. Abdi threads the needle. Abdi on the move for the Nighthawks. Turns to the middle. Fires, and it's over the goal. Denzako kicked it a little bit too hard. And that sails out of play. Another big break for North Ark here in the second half. Hello to Dennis Morgan watching on the broadcast tonight from Muskogee, Oklahoma, cheering on Easton Morgan and the North Ark Pioneers. Glad to have you tonight. Pioneers continue to battle hard here in the second half. Trying to break through that Nighthawk defense. Here's a big takeaway. Patrick Chan. It's a foot race into Pioneer territory. Chan briefly loses the rock. The Pioneers will take back over. Denzako is there with the pressure for NPC. Now I've got a whistle. This one's going against North Ark. Or excuse me, going against National Park College. 27:30 to play. Freddie Juarez to kick it away. Down the field it goes. Well kicked. Big header by Puente and David. Picked up by Noah Searle at the top of the lane. Searle into Denzacco. We've got a whistle way back at the kick. Nighthawks are going to have it. Here's Edwin Arredondo in the middle of the field. Finds teammate Tim Heck. Heck to Arredondo. Booted up high to Chan. Nighthawks looking for an opening. Trying to set up a striker for a play. Denzacco and David locked up down low. Arredondo gives chase. Loses possession. We'll pick it right back up for the home team. Back to the keeper, Stafford, for a reset. 26:05 to play. Nighthawks taking their time. North Ark being patient. Puente to Minkus. Here's the kick downfield as they try to set up Denzacco. He'll need to turn it around. Pressured from behind. Denzacco trying to wheel around. Needs help. He's pushed from behind. A late foul call, but it's there. Back in action as Heck tries to move the ball quickly. Denzacco picks up the loose ball. Down low, Zach Abdi. Abdi turns, fires, and blocked out of bounds. Jacob Rodriguez, right place, right time. We've got a corner kick, NPC. The Nighthawks are out to try to recover a loose ball. There's a few scattered all around the stadium tonight. It'll be Patrick Chan in the corner. The kick is on its way. A whistle as it reaches the pile. And perhaps a foul is called against Daniel David for the Nighthawks. Juarez stands all alone for the Pioneers, and he'll boot it into the field of play. Deep kick. The header by Abdi. Missed connection as Denzacco tries to find Dan David. We have substitutions checking in. Henry Gomez back into the battle for the home team. And for North Ark, we'll see Isaac Murida, along with Fisher Self. The throw-in for the Pioneers. It's going to stay with the Pioneers. Amari Jerry to kick it away for a free kick. On its way. Headed for Stafford, and it's right into the arms of the keeper. 23 minutes to go. It's been a tough one for the Nighthawks tonight. Great job by Stafford. Right place, right time. The defense has been strong for NPC in this one. Not very many shot opportunities coming from the Pioneers tonight. On the inbounds, NPC fighting for control here. Taken away by Edwin Arredondo. Here's Ali Muganga down low. 1-on-2. He's pushed from behind. And I believe we may see a red card here. At minimum, it's going to be a yellow, I believe. Yeah, so nothing there. But NPC will have the opportunity at the kick here. Juarez will hug the right-hand goal post. It'll be Daniel David attempting the kick for NPC here. 21:43 to go. David stands ready. Launched up on its way and just into the hands of Juarez. Denzako was there, ready to punish any miscue. This game remains 1-0. Back and forth in the middle. I feel like we've said that a lot tonight. North Ark turns on the Jets into Nighthawk territory. It's Matthew Rodas. Rodas to the middle. Missed connection. Amari Jerry turns, fires! Wide left. .55 to go. Evan Stafford and the Nighthawks take a breather for a moment. That was one of the better drives we've seen from North Ark tonight. Probably the best shot opportunity we've seen tonight out of the Pioneers. Couple of substitutions check in. Abel Perez and Ryan Cassinley for North Arkansas College. Henry Gomez has his hands full one-on-one. Looking to turn it around. Loses it out of bounds. North Ark's feeling a bit of momentum here with 20 minutes to go. Launched up high. Good placement. On the move, Puente rejects it. Uriando to the top lane. Down the field we go. Here comes Paulo Denzako. It's a foot race. Denzako turns on the Jets. Fires. Denied by Juarez. Here's another kick. Way too high. Out of play. Nighthawks got excited at the loose ball opportunity. A moonshot out of bounds. Tough break for NPC there, having a wide open goal, unable to convert. Juarez and the Pioneers hang on to keep it a 1-0 game. Out of bounds we go. Pioneer possession. It'll be Jacob Rodriguez throwing it in. He does. And AC trying to get it downfield. Taken away by Ryan Cassinley. Cassinley looking for a teammate, can't quite get it. Finds Arredondo instead. Martinez works up high to Uriando. Here come the Nighthawks. Arredondo. Pass on the inside. NPC with the pressure. Here comes Andre Uriando. Launches that one up. Just missing Muganga. He turns and fires after it, trying to get it, but he can't get there before it goes out of play. .05 to go. Rodas with the ball for North Ark. Swarmed by the Nighthawks. Kicks it downfield. Henry Gomez with the block. Uriando keeps it in Pioneer territory. Here's Noah Searle up high. Can't quite get it. 3-on-1. The Nighthawks trying to get the ball back here. Sliding stop made. Great job by Martinez to give it back to the boys in black. And now National Park goes back to its spacing here. Down low is Gomez. Gomez with room to Muganga down on the wing. Muganga turns upfield, fires, and it's not a field goal. It's out of play. Couple of times here late in this one, the Nighthawks unable to convert on shots in Pioneer territory. Substitutions coming in for NPC. What a hard-fought contest it's been tonight. Noah Searle takes a seat for the home team. Tobias Minkus is back in action for NPC. Juarez to kick it away. 16:24 remaining. Martinez to Muganga. Here's Denzako inside Pioneer territory. Back and forth we go. Gomez keeps it in front of him. Finds Kevin Puente. Abdi begins to turn it upfield. Looking for a man. Finds Felix Rocca. Rocca turns, looking for a man. Couldn't get Uriondo on the hook up there. As that one rolls out of the line, the Nighthawks waste no time throwing it back in. Tobias Minkus, heavily pursued. Amari Jerry runs about 60 yards down the field in a dead sprint. Just providing that pressure, trying to keep NPC honest there. And now the boom downfield finds Rocca. Rocca in traffic, knocked away into the stands. Multiple balls have entered the playing surface here. Back in action we go. 15 minutes remain. The Nighthawks will start in the top channel. Gomez works midfield, trying to draw the Pioneers in. They've managed to get 4 North Arc players to inch a little bit closer to that back line for NPC. Minkus, a line drive laser down the field, looking for Andre Uriondo. Abdi, right place, right time. He's pushed from behind. Foul on number 19, Fisher Self for North Arc. Time is on the side of the National Park Nighthawks, but they're still playing quickly, still playing aggressive. They love to pad the lead here and get a little bit of comfort, if you will. Back to the middle where Tobias Minkus awaits. Nighthawks creeping in. 10 players inside Pioneer territory. Up high is Muganga. Escapes the pressure, reset to Puente. Back to the middle. Minkus goes opposite field. Abdi's there. We've got a whistle. We've got a player down for North Arkansas College. We'll pause for a moment. 13:21 to go. This is National Park Nighthawk Men's Soccer on the Nighthawk Network.
I rarely get sick, and my primary care provider makes sure I stay that way.
They're the first person I talk to if I have any questions about infections, medications, or any other health concerns.
Now I have the help I need to stay on top of my health game.
There are many reasons to have a primary care provider. But if you're not getting regular checkups, you're not getting a complete picture of your overall health. Start a primary care relationship for long-term health benefits.
Back in action here at Hot Springs World Class High School. Training staff going out to check on the player for North Arc. who appears to be getting a cramp worked out near the top of your screen. Been a close battle tonight here in NJCAA Region 2 play, and as we tend to the action on the screen, let's take a look at the schedule ahead for National Park College. After today's game, both the men and the women will be on the road Sunday at Crowder College in Missouri. 2 o'clock start for the women, 4 o'clock start for the men. And of course, a big clash with North Ark yet again later this season will be Friday, October 27th, 4 o'clock for the Nighthawk men. Next home game for men and women's soccer will be Sunday, October 22nd. That is sophomore day for each of those programs, and they very well could be for very big stakes as if things continue the way that they look. If NPC is able to hang on in this game tonight and get the win as the result, Sunday, October 22nd, could be an opportunity not only for the Nighthawk women, but also the Nighthawk men to become Region 2 champions. So a very big deal. And of course, the last home game will honor our sensational sophomores for National Park College. And it's definitely a game that you'll want to be at with some very high stakes attached to it. So we've resumed action here in the second half. With 13 minutes to go, the Nighthawks lead. A goal by Tobias Minkus has made the difference in this one. Nighthawks have had a lot of opportunities as well. They've had open goal shots, just unable to convert. But they have the one that counts so far. Here's Uriando down the field looking for Rocca. Rocca has it taken away by Jacob Rodriguez. It's out of bounds. NPC will have it. Henry Gomez to inbound. And he finds Tobias Minkus. So Amari Jerry comes in with the sprint for North Ark. Pioneers zoned out in defense. A long drive there, trying to set up Denzako. Couldn't quite get there. In double coverage. In the middle, Uriando has his hands full. Somehow gets away with the ball. Gomez moves upfield, looking for Zach Abdi for a little bit of help. Nighthawks are going to take it up to the top of the lane. Ali Muganga as he makes his way toward the corner. That one is knocked away out of play. National Park with the possession. 11:43 and counting. Amari Jerry continues to apply pressure. Still has a lot of gas in the tank for the Pioneers, it appears. Here's Paulo Denzako in the corner for the Nighthawks. Feeds it to Gomez. Gomez turns, fires, looking for a header. Muganga pokes it up into the air. It hangs in the air a little bit too long, and it's a great play made by Freddie Juarez. Juarez sends it into orbit downfield. Uriando moves it to Felix Rocca. Rocca can't find Denzako. That ball is out of play. National Park has it. The official did not like where Henry Gomez threw the ball in from. Substitutions coming in. For National Park College, Noah Searle coming in. North Ark brings in fresh legs as well. Irvin Martinez tripped up on that inbound play. And that'll set up a kick for Felix Rocca. A couple of guys stay back. Gomez and Chan. Rocca trying to send the Nighthawks up 2-0. Here's the kick on its way. Well placed. Right in front of the net. Nighthawks give chase and it's booted away by the Pioneers. Sent out of play Last touched by North Ark. The Nighthawks are going to get it right back for another opportunity here. 9:24 to go. NPC hanging in there, but they'd love to add another one to the scoreboard here. Gomez on the throw-in, launches it overhead, off the head of Minkus, the wrong way, out of play. Great crowd who's been into the action all night long tonight. I see current Nighthawks. I see women's soccer. I see softball in attendance tonight. I see former Nighthawks. I see former Nighthawk women's soccer players here in the stadium tonight. Former men's soccer coaches in the stadium tonight. NPC faculty and staff out to cheer on NPC tonight. It'll be a corner kick for National Park College. As we resume play, Felix Rocca stands ready to go. Rocca launches it up, has perfect placement, and it's booted away out of play to the left. Eight minutes to go, and NPC will just take it to the opposite side of the field here. Rocca's going to get another attempt. Couple of Nighthawks in the middle. Denzako directly in front of the goal. Breaking out of the huddle. Here we go. The Nighthawks swarm to the ball. Header coming the other way. Nighthawks looking to pick it up. A strike too high. Out of play. It was Patrick Chan who got a foot on it. We've got another player down. This time it's for North Ark. Young man slow to get up. Can't quite see his number from here. The clock is continuing to roll at this moment. We'll have subs come in for the Pioneers. We'll see number 3, Anthony Tayon. We'll also see number 15, Connor Phillips. So Juarez will boot it away from the goal. 6:30 and counting. Here comes the kick. Nighthawks in the middle, find an opportunity. Abdi finds Denzako, one-on-one, he likes those odds. Denzako moves inside, has it plucked away, fighting to get the ball back, knocked down from behind. And NPC will retreat on defense. 5:47 and counting. North Ark has stood up very well on defense tonight, but time is not on the Pioneers' side here. Juarez tries to give his team an advantage, kicking it 50 yards downfield. From behind, Rocca, a collision, a late whistle. That's a foul against NPC. Rocca runs into the back of Connor Phillips. And it looks like North Ark is going to elect to bring its goalkeeper out, Freddie Juarez, to make the kick here. And, of course, he's got a strong leg on him. And the goal here is to pin it right inside the goalie box. And see if the Pioneers can make a play on Evan Stafford. Juarez's kick is on its way into the box, and Stafford reels it in. 4:35 and counting. Nighthawks looking to tick away crucial seconds in this one and try to secure their 7th win in a row and their 11th of the season. Already setting multiple records this season, longest winning streak in program history with 6 matches. Most wins in a season with 10. Most goals in a season with 34. That ball goes a little bit too far. It's offsides against the Nighthawks. 3:37 to go. Nighthawk defense looking to stand tall for 3.5 more minutes. Here comes the kick from Freddie Juarez. Down the field, Nighthawks get a header off of Kevin Puente. Down in the corner, sliding stop by Henry Gomez. National Park trying to appeal and say North Ark touched it last. They're not going to win that battle. So the Pioneers are going to get it in the corner. Out to retrieve the ball are the Pioneers. It's a Trek. They'll kick it from the corner. 2:17 to go. It looks like it'll be a throw-in instead. So short throw-in. Nighthawks swarm to the ball. And there's a whistle bringing this back to the Nighthawks here. 2 minutes remain. Off the header of Rocca. Midfield, Denzako has to back off. Martinez sends it back in play toward the middle. Back and forth we go. There's a big clear off the head of Henry Gomez. That one's sent into Nighthawk territory. Evan Stafford's seen enough. Runs in, dives on the ball. It will secure a few extra seconds off the clock for NPC here. Less than 90 to go. Minkus with a huge kick downfield. Off the head, Abdi. No play to be made. That one's out of play. There are 60 seconds remaining. The ball will be placed in the corner for NPC. Felix Rocca will kick it for the Nighthawks. Rocca signals that he's ready, on its way. Off the head, just left of the goalpost. 30 seconds to go. Juarez boots it downfield, trying to catch the Nighthawks sleeping as they run back on defense. Anybody's ball from midfield. Nighthawks just trying to play keep away for 20 more seconds. And a push from behind. Timeout down on the field with 10 seconds to go. North Ark with one final push to try to send in the equalizer before this one's over. It'll be number 20, Amari Jerry. And everyone retreats downfield to the box. This is North Ark's last opportunity, you would think. But they still have a chance with 10 seconds to go. Here comes the kick. It sails in the air. At the line. Out of play. And the clock will reach 0 here at Hot Springs World Class High School. Your National Park College Nighthawks hang on in a 1-0 thriller over North Arkansas College. NPC remains undefeated with its 11th win of the season. And most importantly, remaining undefeated in NJCAA Region 2 play. Hats off to each team on a great battle tonight. High fives, handshakes, and jobs well done all across the board. National Park College remains in the driver's seat in Region 2 play, sitting at 2-0. Back in a moment to wrap things up here from Hot Springs World Class High School here on the Nighthawk Network.
Hi, my name is Keziah, and volleyball is why I rise above alcohol and drugs.
I rarely get sick, and my primary care provider makes sure I stay that way.
They're the first person I talk to if I have any questions about infections, medications, or any other health concerns.
Now I have the help I need to stay on top of my health game.
There are many reasons to have a primary care provider. But if you're not getting regular checkups, you're not getting a complete picture of your overall health. Start a primary care relationship for long-term health benefits.
There's a place for you at National Park College. NPC understands that one size doesn't fit all, and everyone deserves an opportunity to find their place. Flexible class options, in-person and online, help you set the schedule you need at about half the cost of the average Arkansas university. National Park College offers a supportive college experience, close to home at about half the cost. Schedule a tour or apply today. Learn more at np.edu.
Final score here at home tonight, National Park College hangs on to take down North Arkansas College by a score of 1-0. The goal by Tobias Minkus, making the difference midway through the first half. And despite multiple opportunities, North Ark continued to press and fight and bend and not break defensively. But that one goal making the difference and keeping NPC in the driver's seat when it comes to Region 2 play. And that sets up a very big showdown with the University of Arkansas Cossatot coming up on October 22nd. That's sophomore night. That's a home game here at Hot Springs High. And that one absolutely could be for all the marbles, and NPC, not only on the women's side, but also on the men's side, could both win the Region 2 championship on sophomore night. You got to be here to see it. And in case you can't be here, we'll be here right here on the Nighthawk Network. Both teams hit the road to Neosho, Missouri on October 15th. That's coming up on Sunday to take on Crowder College. And then coming back home on the 22nd against University of Arkansas Cossatot with extremely high stakes. I'm Mark Oliver with National Park College. Thank you for tuning into this edition of Nighthawk Men's Soccer on the Nighthawk Network. Feel free to like and subscribe. Get notified the next time we go live with National Park Nighthawk Athletics. We'll take it to the baseball diamond tomorrow out at Majestic Park for Game 1 as NPC plays against Carl Albert State in a little bit of fall ball, and give you your first look at the Nighthawk baseball team, the new look Nighthawks this season, of course, under the direction of head coach Rich Thompson. That all starts at 1 p.m. right here on the Nighthawk Network tomorrow. We leave you from the stadium victorious tonight. NPC 1, NAC 0. Thank you so much for tuning into this edition of Nighthawk Athletics. I'm Mark Oliver. We'll catch you next time. This one's for the Nighthawks here on the Nighthawk Network.